YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Booba and welcome back to another player review on the channel. Hope you guys are having an incredible day. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and check out the new Squad Foundation's evolution card for Eduardo Quaresma. Quaresma is an 86 rated card. He has the mostly lengthy acceleration type, right footed with 4-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. Now we do see a bit of versatility with the card, which is always really nice to see. He can play both the center back and right back positions. And if we go ahead and look at his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we can see that the card does have the potential to make a really underrated center back in FC 25. Not only does the physical side to his game look really nice, but the technical side looks pretty good as well. So if you do want to use him as a ball playing center back, you most definitely can. Now he does have 87 pace overall with 90 acceleration and 84 sprint speed, phenomenal for a center back. And as you guys know, with the recovery speed of defenders being really OP this year in FC 25, he's probably going to be one of the quickest currently in the game. Now if you do plan on using him as a ball playing center back or at the right back position, the 76 passing is going to be a huge part to his game as well. Now he does have pretty decent crossing at 80, so down that right hand side, the chance creation with the card should still be quite effective. And then he does also have really good short pass and long pass, but the curve is lacking a little bit. The cross diagonals are still really good to go ahead and use in FC 25, so we are going to have to test that out a little bit more frequently in today's video. Now when it comes to a center back's dribbling, as you guys know, the two most important stats are his reactions and composure. And with Quaresma, it is a little bit lower, man. 81 reactions and 78 composure, which isn't ideal, but the rest of his dribbling stats are quite decent, and with his higher defensive and physical stats, the manual defending with the card should still be quite effective. 85 defending overall with 88 interceptions, 85 defensive awareness, and 85 stay and tackle. He does also have a few defensive playstyles, which is really nice to see, and when you pair that with his physicality, should make a really good center back in game. Now in terms of playstyles, he does have 7 different playstyles: the ping, pass, block, slide tackle, press, proven, quick step, relentless, and acrobatic. The quick step on his center back with his recovery speed is going to be just so good to go ahead and use. And the only real letdown for the card in terms of playstyles is the fact that he doesn't have the anticipate or the aerial. He isn't the tallest of center backs, and because his reactions and composure are a little bit lower, not having the anticipate might be a bit of a problem. And when it comes to his player roles, there is a bit of variety with the way that you can use him in game. You can use him as a fullback, as a defender, and then also as a stopper. And as you guys know, he is an objective card, and the evolution is completely free to go ahead and complete, so a very underrated option in my opinion. If you guys do enjoy these FC 25 player reviews and you want to see more of them on the channel, definitely let me know by leaving a like, turn on the notification bell so you guys never miss an upload, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. This is a team we're going to be using in Foot Champions to test out the new Quaresma card. We're going to be playing him at both the center back and right back positions in the 4-4-2 formation. So without further ado, boys, let's go ahead and jump into game number 1 and let's see how good this card really is. Alright boys, here we are jumping into game number 1 using the new Quaresma card. Now in game number 1, we're going to go ahead and test him out at the center back position. We did go ahead and give him the shadow chem style, so we got the most out of his pace and then also his defending. Honestly boys, I think that he's going to be a really underrated option. Now first things first, you guys know how we like to start off every player review, and that is by testing out the card's dribbling. Now it's not going to be too important because he is a center back apart from his reactions and composure, but he does have the 4-star skill moves, which is quite interesting. And in terms of left stick dribbling with the press proven playstyle, I mean, it's decent. Now, because he does have some decent reactions and composure, we are going to try to do as much manual defending with the card as possible, just so that we can get a really good feel of his manual defending. We need him to be very quick and very responsive. Now, very early on, boys, I'm just going to go for a little cross diagonal over the top. Dalo. There's no way, boys. There's no way that that pass has actually worked out for us. Like, he does have really good short pass. The long pass is a little bit lower, and he doesn't have the long ball pass playstyle, but that's honestly ridiculous. It's good, man. Sometimes if you are struggling to break down your opponent, I mean, just sending one long ball is really effective. Good interception right there as well. There's no way, boys. I'm going to try it again. 4-star weak foot, cross diagonal over the top into Johnson. It's actually very difficult to defend against. He's pulled out his goalkeeper. We'll just go for like a little chip shot. I mean, we'll take it, boys. I think that if he doesn't pull out his goalkeeper in that situation, we probably don't score, but he did. Now, boys, we do have a corner in the 19th minute. As you guys know, he does have some really good jumping stats, but no aerial play style. But we are still going to try to whip it into him. Quaresma, a little bit more power behind it. Does win the header. It's a decent header, just wide. My aim should have been a little bit better. If you are coming up against like your taller, more physical type of strikers, he might be exposed in that sense. Quaresma, a little bit of manual defending right here. Watt is very quick, but with the shadow chem style, boys, Quaresma is very quick as well. That's a lovely tackle. Well, that's a bad ball right there, boys. Quaresma, we need a little bit of cover right here. Nice, decent tackle right there. We don't get possession though. That's interesting. Maybe the lower reactions and composure right there. And without the anticipate playstyle, might not be the most consistent of players in the tackle. Quaresma, a little bit of recovery speed right there. A great tackle as well. All right, boys, we do have another corner man. I'm low-key kind of determined to score a goal with him. This time, he has moved his goalkeeper. That's interesting. Near post. Quaresma, he kind of took it right off of his head, man. That's very unlucky. That's not a great ball. Quaresma, first time with the 4-star weak foot. He has pulled out his goalkeeper. A little bit of confusion, boys. A little bit confusion right there. Brennan Johnson. It's not a crazy play. We'll go for a power shot. Like, we find the back of the net, but it's a lucky goal. The amount of, like, rebound goals and stuff like that happens in FC 25 is ridiculous. Rashford, we got Quaresma on the overlap. We'll play it to him. The over top through ball is nice. We try to go for a header. I mean, he does have really good attacking positioning at, like, 92, something like that. So, as a right back, that's obviously going to be a lot more important, especially if you use him as an overlapping fullback. All right, boys, here we are jumping into game number 2, and so far, so good. Now, in game number 2, we're going to continue using him at the center back position. Quaresma, a little bit of left stick dribbling to start off this game. Has been quite smooth on the ball. Quaresma still with it. Look at that, boys. I mean, it's not bad for a center back. I mean, if your opponent is pressing you quite a bit, I feel like you can play out of the press quite easily. Quaresma up against Joe Cole. It's good, man. It's a decent tackle again. I feel like you can feel the lack of the anticipate play style, but so far in the tackle hasn't been too bad. A little cross diagonal right there. We should be able to keep it in. Oh, that's a lovely touch, boys. Joao Felix. Rashford. That pass is so poor, man. That has to be better. Gravenberch. Patient. That's a good interception right there. Again, very responsive. And that's also going to allow us to spring into a counterattack. We got Rashford through the middle. Good pass right there. Power shot. It's a good save by the goalkeeper. Now, as you guys know, I low-key kind of have like a bad habit of stepping with my center backs, but I might just step in this situation. I shouldn't have, boys, but look at the recovery speed. Gets back into position with ease and gets the interception. Oh, Adama's tricky, boys. Adama's tricky, especially with that build. Quaresma will step. Good tackle. And we're actually going to carry the ball forward right here. Quaresma still with it. We got Chiesa making that run. Decent sprint speed. I should have released the pass a little bit sooner, though. I might maybe want to test out like an over top through ball. A lot of it has been cross diagonals. I mean, it's decent, boys. He doesn't have the greatest of curve, which kind of lets that down. But, I mean, we still create the chance from a deeper position. Now, just look at the sprint speed, boys, with the quick step play style. We're going to pass it to Quaresma. Little sharp turn right there. Watch this. LB pace boost. It's not bad, boys. For a center back, he's very quick, even with the ball at his feet. He does have space into Torres. We're just controlling Quaresma at the moment. Joe Cole does have that space, but he didn't play it. Interesting. Now he plays it. Torres might just go in a straight line. Quaresma, that's a decent block right there. Maybe could have been a bit more responsive, but we got the job done. Quaresma, look at Mendy making that run. Little cross diagonal. Can we win the header? Yes, we can, boys. That's a great ball. Rashford, power shot. It's a lovely finish, man. 2 passes and you score. And again, man, Quaresma breaking up the play. A very good over-the-top through ball. The chance creation, honestly, has not been too bad with the card. All right, boys, here we are jumping into our final game using Eduardo Quaresma. Now, in our final game, we're going to be testing him out as a right back. I want him to kind of be like an overlapping fullback. As a center back, I think that he can most definitely get the job done. But as a fullback, is he usable? Now, as that overlapping fullback, we need him to be very good going forward while still providing that defensive cover. He does have really good attacking positioning. And that's a really good start to the game. We'll go for a shot. I mean, it's a decent finish. My opponent's defending could have been a lot better in that situation, but we'll take it. Quaresma, very high up the pitch right here. We need a good touch. We have to wait for it to bounce. Now, he does have 80 crossing, so we can test out his crossing a little bit. It's actually a really good ball, boys. If you do play with like taller, more physical type of strikers, that could actually work quite well. Quaresma, recovery speed. Barnes is very quick, but we do get back into position. A little bit of manual defending. He likes that R3 touch. We got to keep that in mind. Sharp tackle right there. Quaresma, maybe try to break up the play right here. Nice, good little interception. Now we can spring into a counterattack. Quaresma still with it. We got Rashford through the middle. It's a bit of a risky pass, but a decent pass. Fake shot. I tried to go for a power shot right there into a fake shot just to throw him off, but he's read it. Chiesa, he has gone for an offside trap right there. I'm just going to use his pace in this situation. Quick step play style up against Ferland Mendy. That's quick, boys. Quaresma so far, his pace has been incredible. The cutback was decent. I feel like Brennan Johnson shouldn't have dropped back right there, but that's okay. I'm going to pull him out of position just to see if we can win back possession. That's good pressure right there. Rashford through the middle. Go for a shot. It's a lovely finish, boys, and it all comes from Quaresma's pressure again. With the physical side to his game being so effective, man, I think as a right back, he can most definitely hold it down. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is us using the new Eduardo Quaresma card in a few games of FUT Champions, and I will say a very underrated center back. Out of all the players that you can go ahead and use in the evolution, if you are in need of a defender or maybe like a super sub, he's a really good option in my opinion. Now, if we go ahead and dissect his in-game stats in a bit more detail, we did go ahead and give him the Shadow Chem style, and with the Shadow, he does have have 98 acceleration and 92 sprint speed. With the quick step playstyle, man, the recovery speed was so effective in game. And then if you do want to use him as a right back with the ball at his feet, he's very quick as well. Now the 76 passing, if you do want to use him as a ball playing center back, is going to be a really important stat. And for the most part, his passing was quite accurate. Because he doesn't have the greatest of curve, I probably wouldn't use many over the top through balls because, I mean, they're very inconsistent in my opinion. But the cross diagonal is very effective and a very easy way to get high up the pitch, especially if you're struggling to break down your opponent. Now, as you guys know, when it comes to a center back's dribbling, the two most important dribbling stats are his reactions and composure. And he does only have 81 and 78. It is a little bit lower, and in game, I feel like you can most definitely feel that. The consistency of his tackles in some situations is a little bit lower. But because he does still have really good defending and physicality, the manual defending is still good to go ahead and use. Now, with the Shadow Chem style, he does have 96 interceptions, 89 defensive awareness, and 93 stand tackle. And for the most part, defensively, he was rock solid. You can most definitely feel the lack of the anticipate playstyle, but for the most part, I mean, he was still quite consistent in the tackle, especially when you go ahead and pair that with his strength and aggression. 85 strength and 83 aggression, a very strong center back, both on and off the ball. Overall, boys, I'm going to go ahead and give the card like an 8.6 out of 10 rating. I really enjoyed using him at both the center back and right back positions in the 4-4-2 formation. Now, for completely free, I think that it's safe to say he makes an incredible defender in game. Getting him on full chemistry is going to be a little bit more difficult. And if you can't get him on full chemistry, man, he would make a really solid super sub. As you guys know, at the current stage of FC25, a lot of people are subbing out defenders. A lot of people maybe around like the 70, 80th minute do sub off like their two center backs just to add a little bit more defensive support. And if you are one of those people and you are looking for like a really nice super sub, I do think that Eduardo Quaresma is a really good option. For completely free, you're getting a center back with incredible pace, especially with the quick step play style. The technical side to his game isn't half bad in terms of passing and dribbling, and then really good defensive and physical stats. 4-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot with the mostly lengthy acceleration type. Although he isn't in the most desirable of leagues, he does still make a really solid defender in my opinion. And if you are in need of a super sub and you do have the evolutions available, I think that Quaresma is a really good option and I would definitely recommend him. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know by leaving a like, comment down below what player you guys would like to see next in another player review, and then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Booba, and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.